So si twende hivi tu. DJ leta. Weka juu. Tutasimama kwa njia iliyo hivyo, alafu tutapata wimbo wa taifa, na wimbo ikiwa ni ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Asante sana. Tunaweza keti sasa. Wewe. Haya. Asante DJ, unaweza weka muziki iliyo chini. Sasa ile tunakuwa tayari. Father Lele Antoror Academy. Tunakuwa Fathers Lele Antoror Academy. Natumai tuko standby. Nyinyi ndio mtatutangulia kwenye burudani, ikifuatiwa pia na Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Siki iliyo chini, sasa leo tunakuwa tayari. Asante sana. Asante sana. Naona wageni ambao wamefika saa hii. Na nitaomba walimu wakuu kutoka shule mbalimbali tuweze kusimama. Walimu wakuu wetu tunawapenda sana. Mweze kusimama walimu wakuu, tunawaenzi. Alafu tuwevie crowd kidogo. Walimu wakuu wetu. Wapi makofi ya walimu wakuu wetu? Asante sana walimu wakuu. Thank you. Kwa nafasi iliyo kwa sasa, naona bendi yetu inakuwa tayari. Hakikisho tosha kwamba sherehe ya leo inangwananga moja kwa moja sasa. Na watakapofika hapa tu, bendi watakapofika hapa, sisi sote tutanyanyuka juu ya viti vyetu ili kwa wimbo wa taifa, na wimbo ikiwa ni ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Asante sana man selector kwa muziki iliyo chini. Naona sasa wanaanza kuingia. Asante. Safi kabisa. Naona bendi yetu inakuwa tayari kabisa pia pale. kutuletea makala haya mazuri siku ya leo, ikiwa ni makala ya kuhitimu katika taasisi hii yetu ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi. Watakuwa wanaingia kwa njia iliyo taratibu sasa, na watakapowasili hapo pamoja na mgeni wetu wa heshima, sisi zote tutaweza kusimama kabisa, ikiwa ni wimbo wa taifa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Mziki iliyo chini DJ, mziki iliyo chini, mziki iliyo chini, mziki iliyo chini. Sasa leo tunakaribisha wageni wetu wa heshima, kiongozi na mgeni wetu wa heshima leo, mkuu wa mawaziri His Excellency Daktari Musalia Mudavadi. Karibuni sana reverence wetu tunapoingia kwenye hafla hii ya leo ya kuhitimu kwa sasa wageni wetu wa heshima watakapowasili, tutasimama. Watakapowasili hapa tutaweza asante sana. Come on, Jehovah. Jehovah, say it. In you. There you are. Jehovah, I trust. Say it. Uwe tayari sasa, mgeni wetu wa heshima anaingia kwa njia iliyo taratibu, na atakapoingia hapa sisi zote aweza kusimama mgeni wetu wa heshima atakapowasili mahali hapa. Asante DJ, tuweke mziki iliyo chini. Sasa ile tunakaribisha mgeni wetu wa heshima. Asante, asante. Karibuni sana viongozi wetu, akiongozwa kabisa moja kwa moja na mheshimiwa gavana wetu His Excellency, mheshimiwa gavana wetu. Karibuni sana, tuweze kusimama sisi wote, tuweze kusimama tunapokaribisha viongozi wetu wanapoingia kwa njia taratibu. DJ, ukiweka juu muziki kidogo kwa njia iliyo sawa. Karibuni sana viongozi wetu, tunawapenda sana, tunawaenzi sana. Karibuni, karibuni viongozi wetu, karibuni sana. Asante, asante. Karibuni wetu na waandamana naye. Asante. Karibuni viongozi wetu. Wapi chama na vigelegele ya viongozi wetu wanapoingia? Karibuni sana viongozi wetu. Asante sana. DJ Shika. Wapi chama na vigelegele ya viongozi wetu wanapoingia kwa njia taratibu? Asante sana. Karibuni sana viongozi wetu. Karibuni sana viongozi wetu. Karibuni sana viongozi wetu. Wanaingia tena kabisa bendi yetu kwa njia iliyo taratibu. Wanapoingia bendi, watakapofika hapa tutaweza kupata wimbo wa taifa, na wimbo ikiwa ni ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Asante. Tukiwa tumetulia kwa njia iliyo taratibu, anaingia kwa sasa ni mgeni wetu wa heshima, mkuu wa mawaziri His Excellency Mheshimiwa Daktari Musalia Mudavadi, akiwa anaandamana kabisa moja kwa moja na wanabendi wetu wanaingia kwenye hafla hii ya leo. Karibuni sana, ili watakapoingia itakuwa sawa kabisa. Karibu sana mgeni wetu wa heshima kwenye hafla hii ya leo ambayo imeandaliwa na taasisi yetu ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi. Wahudumu wanakwenda kuhitimu. Karibuni sana bendi yetu kwa njia iliyo taratibu sana. Wapi shangwe na vigelegele kwa mgeni wetu wa heshima. Asante. Asante. Asante bendi yetu. Karibuni sana. Asante. Asante. Karibu sana mgeni wetu wa heshima. Asante sana. Asante. Asante sana. Asante. Asante sana. Haya. Sawa. Haya, tukiwa tumesimama hivyo tutaweza kupata wimbo wa taifa, na wimbo ikiwa ni ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Na pia tukiwa tumesimama hivyo, ndaweza kumkaribisha Father Simon Rono aweze kutufungulia kwa maombi. Karibu sana Father.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord God, we know that education is a gift from you, and all wisdom and knowledge comes from you. Lord, bless us as we celebrate this graduation, so that as our learners, our graduates, embarks on their academic journey, sharing their knowledge with the world, you may grant them graces enough to encourage them the spirit of learning and give them patience as they practice what they've learned. Oh God, who arrange all things according to the wonderful design, graciously receive the prayers we pour out to you for our country, that through the wisdom of its learners and the integrity of the citizens, harmony and justice may be assured, and lasting prosperity comes with peace. Lord God, in your wisdom and love, you surround us with the mystery of the universe. We say you send prophets to teach your laws, and Jesus Christ, your Son, to show us the way to true wisdom. Send your Spirit upon these graduates and teachers, filling them with your blessings. May they dedicate themselves to the service of the nation as they share their knowledge with others. Grant this through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Asante sana, tunaweza sasa kuketi, na nafasi iliyo kwa sasa nitapata kumkaribisha mwalimu mkuu wa taasisi hii ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi ili aweze kutufungulia mkutano huu wa siku ya leo rasmi. Karibu sana mwalimu mkuu.
By the powers conferred upon me by the Kaiboi National Polytechnic Legal Order of 2024 and the TVET Act 2013, I declare the first graduation ceremony of Kaiboi National Polytechnic officially constituted.
Tumpige mwalimu mkuu makofi sana. Mkuu wa mawaziri His Excellency Mheshimiwa Daktari Musalia Mudavadi, Katibu mkuu wa TVET Daktari Esther Muhoria, Gavana kaunti ya Nandi Mheshimiwa Stephen Sang, Naibu Gavana kaunti ya Nandi Daktari Yulita Mitei, anayewakilisha mbunge wa eneo hili Mosop Nimrod Malel, mbunge wa Tindred Bwana Meli na mwenyekiti wa elimu bungeni, mjumbe wa Nandils Mheshimiwa Bernard Kitur, Mheshimiwa mama kaunti wa Nandi Mheshimiwa Cynthia Muge, kamishna kaunti ya Nandi, kiongozi ya walio wengi bunge ya Nandi Mheshimiwa Walter Teno, mwenyekiti baraza la viongozi Daktari James, mwalimu mkuu na halmashauri nzima, na itifaki zote zikiwa zimezingatiwa. Kwa sasa mgeni wetu wa heshima tunakwenda kupata burudani fupi, na watakao tangulia kwenye burudani fupi takaribisha Father Lelei Antoror Academy kwa burudani iliyo fupi, na wanapoingia kwa sasa karibuni sana Father Lelei Antoror kwa burudani iliyo fupi. Baada ya hapo tutaweza kupata Kaiboi National Polytechnic pia watakapoingia na burudani. Karibuni sana Father Lelei Antoror.
Students from Father Lelei Antoror, ready to present to you a rumba song. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to shake your collar, having a banana smile on your lovely face. Welcome.
Naimba
Makofi yao. Makofi yao tena. Tuwapige tena makofi mazuri. Na anayefuata kwa sasa, wanaofuata kwa burudani, mgeni wetu wa heshima, ndakaribisha Kaiboi National Polytechnic ama taasisi ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi, wanaingia pia na burudani. Karibuni. Na tuwapigie tena makofi mazuri na tuweze kuondoka na hapa. Andrew Pokot pia mgeni wetu wa heshima. Tuko pia na anagai tutumbuiza ambaye ni Andrew Pokot. Karibu sana kwa njia iliyo sawa.
DJ Eli, the gospel spin.
Sawa, face wageni. Tuwapige makofi nzuri. Asante sana DJ, asante. Tuwapige makofi mazuri tena. Kwa sababu ya muda mtaniruhusu kwa sasa niweze kumkaribisha Kenapso Chairman aweze kutoa hotuba yake. Karibu sana Kenapso Chairman ili uweze kutoa hotuba yako. Karibu sana.
The Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, religious leaders present, Governor Sang, the Principal Secretary State Department of Tibet, all the dignitaries present, and my fellow students. Today, we gather here reinforcing the words of an African icon, Nelson Mandela, who observed that education is the greatest equalizer. Allow me now to recognize the presence of my counterparts, the President Olesos National Polytechnic and the Deputy President Olesos National Polytechnic. To our graduating class, you came and you conquered. As you step forward into the next chapter, note that your legacy will forever remain in the halls of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, inspiring future generations. You have set a high bar, and we, the continuing students, will carry it with pride. We wish you success and fulfillment in all your future endeavors, confident that you will continue to conquer the world, just as you have done here. Congratulations. I stand here acknowledging the efforts of national government in advancing education for all Kenyans, and in particular to champion the new funding model, which brought equity. My personal experience with the new funding model is that it has reduced my financial burden of completing fees, having in fact been blessed and commissioned our school to a status of a national polytechnic. To our chief guest, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, we thank you for accepting to grace this graduation ceremony. Your presence by extension is a reflection of the caring character of President William Ruto. In saying so, I could not agree more with the words of the 16th President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln, who stated that nearly all men can stand adversity. But if you want to test a man's character, give him power. As a representative of the students of this institution, we promise to utilize the resources provided by the government to achieve our full academic potential, which will directly contribute to constructive governance. Thank you so much for listening to me, and may God bless Kaiboi National Polytechnic.
Mpigie tena makofi mazuri anapoondoka. Na hivyo basi, nafasi iliyokuwa sasa, mgeni wa heshima, utaniruhusu kwa sasa niweze kumkaribisha mwalimu mkuu taasisi ya kitaifa ya Kaiboi, ili pia aweze kuzungumza na sisi. Karibu sana.
Chief Guest, Sir, Your Excellency, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, our Principal Secretary, State Department for TVET, Dr. Esther Moria, Your Excellency, the Governor, Nandi County, Stephen Sang, Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Yulita Mitei, all members of Parliament here present, ably represented and hosted by our senior constituency official representing the area member of Parliament, Nimrod Malel, our county commissioner, our council chairman, and members, directors present, my colleague, college and Polytechnic principals, our staff and students, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning again. I would like to take this early opportunity to welcome us all to this auspicious ceremony. As Kaiboi National Polytechnic, we are so honored and so humbled and so happy that you could find time to join us. Before I continue, I would like to recognize the distinguished presence of our staff who have done a tremendous job. Our staff, kindly just be upstanding and wave to our chief guest. Asante sana. I would also want to recognize the distinguished presence of my colleague principals. I know they have come in numbers, and directors and company CEOs, and even the CEO, Kenya School of TVET, CEOs here present, kindly stand. Let us wave to the chief guest. Asante sana. I would wish to call Dr. Charles, kindly. You could come and say a word on behalf of our colleagues. Welcome, Dr.
Our chief guest, all protocol observed. On behalf of the Kenya Association of Technical Training Institutions, where I serve as the National Vice Chair, we want to congratulate Kaiboi National Polytechnic on this inaugural graduation ceremony. Hongera Kaiboi Technical.
Asante sana. Let me now go to my very short speech. A very warm welcome to all of you on this momentous day. It is my distinct honor and privilege to stand before you on behalf of Kaiboi National Polytechnic on the occasion of our first graduation ceremony, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, the Nandi County Governor, the Principal Secretary, State Department for TVET, all the dignitaries present for honoring us with your presence. Today we celebrate not only the success of our graduates, but also the remarkable transformation of our institution, from its humble beginnings as a technical trade school through its evolution into a technical training institute, TTI. Kaiboi is now a fully fledged national polytechnic. This journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, marked by unwavering dedication, hard work, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Over the years, the institution has witnessed tremendous growth and improvement in many areas. Our infrastructure has expanded and modernized, reflecting the commitment to providing the best possible learning environment for our trainees. Our enrollment numbers have soared, a testament to the trust and confidence that students and their families place in our institution. At the heart of Kaiboi's success is our exceptional team of teaching and non-teaching staff. Their passion, dedication, and unwavering support have been instrumental in shaping the future of our trainees. They have tirelessly worked to ensure that our students receive a holistic education that goes beyond academics, nurturing them into well-rounded individuals. Our trainees have consistently demonstrated discipline, hard work, and commitment to excellence. Their performance, both academically and co-curricular activities, has been outstanding. They have not only met but exceeded expectations of the job market, earning accolades and respect from employers. We are proud to embrace competency-based education and training CBET, ensuring that our trainees acquire practical skills that are relevant to the demand of the industry. Our dual training programs further strengthen skills acquisition, providing our trainees with hands-on experience and a competitive edge. Kaiboi National Polytechnic has also established itself as an ICT hub in the region, thanks to the Jitume initiative. We are at the forefront of technology and innovation, equipping our trainees with digital skills needed to thrive in the modern world. In a special way, a very special way, I would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to both the county government and the national government for their unwavering support and commitment to our institution. Financial assistance and various forms of support you have provided directly and indirectly have played a crucial role in the growth and development. Your investments in infrastructure, equipment, and educational resources have enabled us to offer high-quality learning environment for our trainees. We are particularly grateful for the continuous efforts to enhance our TVET programs through policy initiatives, industry partnerships, and capacity building programs. These initiatives have greatly contributed to the success of our institution and empowerment of our trainees. We look forward to continuing our collaboration with the county and national government as we strive to provide the best possible education and training of our young people. Together we can achieve our shared vision of a prosperous and skilled workforce that drives our nation's development. To our graduates, remember this is just but the beginning of your journey. Continue to strive for excellence, uphold the values of skills and you have acquired here, and make positive impact in your communities and beyond. When you joined Kaiboi National Poly, you were most probably young and naive and impulsive, but now you are grown and skilled. You must now heal from any false identity or miasma of deceit. Your trade at Kaiboi must have helped you to discover who you are and the natural resources you possess like talents and passions. Now you must redesign your ideal life and develop a pathway of achieving it. You are indeed graduating today. The world of industry awaits you. Mentally and skillfully take control of your life, while at it, exercise a lot of patience, because things that last don't come easy, while things that come easy don't last. Thank you all for being part of this incredible journey. Together we will continue to build on our legacy and reach new heights as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. Today we look forward to a future filled with even greater accomplishments. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and may your future be bright and prosperous. Asanteni sana. It is my humble duty now to welcome our Chairman Council, Dr. Sang. Kindly, Daktari.
Our chief guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs. Kindly, sir, allow me to ride on the already established protocol in the interest of time. Distinguished guests and leaders, government officials, esteemed colleagues, and fellow council directors, graduates, families, and friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this first graduation of Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Today is a momentous occasion which is marked by this celebration of the accomplishments of our graduates. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge and extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Governor of Nandi County, Governor Stevenson, and all the distinguished guests and dignitaries who have managed to grace this great occasion in our academic calendar. Your presence here today is truly invaluable to us. To our graduates, I say your journey has been filled with challenges and triumphs, late nights and early mornings. Your commitment to excellence and perseverance has brought you to where you are today. It is not in vain that you burnt the midnight oil. As you step into the next phase of your lives, remember that the knowledge and the requisite skills that you have been equipped with during your various courses will serve as the foundation for your future success. Embrace the opportunities that come your way and continue to strive for greatness. As you leave Kaiboi National Polytechnic, always remember that you now possess the much sought after knowledge and skills needed for your employment or self-employment as you may desire. And like we normally say, if you knock on the door and it is not opened, please build your own and open it. On behalf of this prestigious National Polytechnic, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to both the national and county governments for the unwavering support that you have always given to us whenever we call on you for any form of assistance. Asante sana, Governor Sang and Deputy Governor Yulita, because you've never turned us away. You are always very welcoming and very generous. Your contributions have been instrumental in our journey towards excellence. I am happy to inform you all that as an institution, we have a very committed council which has enabled us to position ourselves. Towards this end, we are proud that we are going to launch our strategic plan for the period 2025 to 2029 today. And this will serve as a guide and will also chart out our path that we will take in achieving our aspirations. Additionally, we have developed a comprehensive master plan that is currently under various stages of implementation. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Ministry of Education for their support in helping us to meet our human resource needs, and also not forgetting the financial needs. And to this end, I would like to acknowledge our Permanent Secretary, Dr. Esther Moria. She's never sent us away. Whenever we've gone to her with our begging bowl, she always has something to put, and we are truly grateful for that. But Madam, we might change our begging bowl to be a small sufuria, if you don't mind, because of our current status. We are bigger than we were before. So if we change from a begging bowl to a begging sufuria, please don't mind. Please don't. Our trainee population rises in numbers. We look forward to receiving additional PSC trainers to meet the growing demand. Again, Madam PS, we look forward to your continued support towards this end. This will greatly reduce the heavy dependence on council-employed trainers, which has a negative impact on our budget in terms of remuneration, the money which we would use for something else, for construction or improvement of our learning or training facilities, now ends up going to payment of salaries. We are also grateful to the Ministry of Education for availing funds for us for our ongoing construction of the ICT complex, which we visited before we came here. It is now at 50% completion, and we still require more funds to enable us actually make it ready for use. This facility will be pivotal in enhancing our training programs with the necessary technological skills as we go forward. So we welcome the release of more funds to enable us in completing this complex. We also have other facilities which we also would welcome any additional funding that will enable us to construct them. For instance, the state-of-the-art civil engineering complex and the modernization of our food and beverage multipurpose facility. These projects are essential for us to continue providing top-notch training to our trainees. As we continue to enhance the learning environment for our trainees, it is imperative to address some critical infrastructural needs that directly impact on their safety and accessibility. We are not able to house all our trainees within the institution, but rather there are those ones who live outside of the institution, and the lack of street lighting at the Kaiboi market poses a great risk to them as they go back to their living quarters in the evenings, or when they are having the early mornings as they come to the institution. So it is my request to our governor that something be done about the street lighting, and of course the many other infrastructural needs that we will mention to you. I get to that point where I say to our graduates, I say congratulations, hongera kwenyu. You've done very well, and the fact that you're seated here today is a testimony to that. So as you go out of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, please go out in confidence. You are well equipped and you are ready to face the world. It may be difficult at times, but please know that even Rome was not built in a day. And whenever you encounter those challenges, kindly remember that kusumbuka ni kwa muda tu. It doesn't last a lifetime. So whatever you encounter, whatever difficulty, continue working and keeping hope. You will get there eventually. And if the worst comes to the worst, remember what I said. If you keep doors and those doors don't open, build your own and open it. You are equipped for that. Asanteni sana. Thank you all, and may God bless you abundantly. As you go, please remember, you will make our references. Tell them there is no other national polytechnic but Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari, our council member. It is now my humble duty, Chief Guest Excellency, to welcome our county commissioner, Madam Caroline Zwili, who will take over the remaining part of the program. Welcome, Madam County Commissioner.
Can we give the principal and the chair a round of applause? Asante, asante sana. Our chief guest, who is the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Principal Secretary, State Department for TVET, the Governor, Nandi County, His Excellency Stephen Sang, the members of National Assembly present, members of the County Assembly, the council, the principal, graduates, parents, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to welcome you to the county. You are coming in the heels of His Excellency, the Deputy President, who visited a few weeks ago to preside over a similar function in Olesos National Polytechnic. And I think this shows that the government is committed in the support of education matters. I'll join you, Your Excellency, in congratulating the graduates. I know that it's not easy. Mumepitia mengi, si ni kweli? Kwa mapema, you don't want to let yourself down, you don't want to let your parents down. So, kazi mzuri, congratulations. All what we can do is to wish you well and pray that as you move in the next chapter of your life, pigie machifu makofi. Tuko pia na Deputy County Commissioner and the Sub-County Security Committee. Mahali muko musimame. We also have members of the County Security Committee. Wasimame. Asante. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, let me now welcome the Honorable Meli, who will give a speech and introduce the other leaders who have joined us today. Karibu Mheshimiwa Meli.
Our Chief Guest, Our Excellency Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the Principal of the College, the Chairman of the Governing Council of Kaiboi National Polytechnic, our Principal Secretary, Madam Esther Moria, all protocol observed. Good afternoon. May I take this time, our Prime Cabinet Secretary, to congratulate the candidates or the graduates, their families, their parents, for this very, very fast graduation ceremony for Kaiboi National Polytechnic. This is a very good day for all of us as a county leadership led by our governor and all the county leaders seated here today. And we want to thank you, Prime Cabinet Secretary, for accepting to come and grace this being the first graduation ceremony for this National Polytechnic. Without much ado, I know we are actually back on time. I'll want to invite the leaders who are here today to give their speeches, but I want every member who is here to note that we want to thank the national government for accepting to actually elevate Kaiboi National Polytechnic, Kaiboi Polytechnic to be a national polytechnic. This was the effort of the member of parliament of this constituency and the leadership who are here. Honorable Kirwa, watu wa Kaiboi mnaelewa, is a very hard-working leader. We together, I being the chairman of Education, Principal Secretary, and the government, accepted to acknowledge and to elevate this university, this polytechnic, to a national university, to a national polytechnic. Can we give him hands of applause? So I will go straight away to welcome the leaders who are here. Let me welcome the majority leader, who will introduce the MCS and say a brief statement. Majority leader.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Meli. Prime Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, Your Excellency Governor Stephen Sang, Your Excellency Deputy Governor Daktari Yulita Cheruiyot, MBs present, kiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Meli, Principal Kaiboi Technical, and all the protocol of staff, all the graduates na wazazi, amjambo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. First of all, I want to congratulate the graduates of the day. Nasema pongezi sana. Pongezi for your hard work. Mumejikaza. That's why today we are here. We want to wish you well as you move ahead to go and look for employment, to go and work in various places. We want to wish you well and pray for you so that you can get a place. Your Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, we want to thank you, asante sana, for gracing this occasion. It is an honor. It is a great honor to us, people of here Mosof, Kabiet. We want to thank you, asante sana, Your Excellency Mudavadi. Ya mwisho, I want to introduce the other members of the County Assembly, and I think we are here, led by, I think we have Honorable Ezra Rotich, my colleague MCA, who is also the chairman for LD in our County Assembly. Some of the other MCS are on the way. I think they are around. Former MCS, if they are around, yeah, I think pia wako na graduates. Asante sana. Thank you so much. And Musalia Mudavadi, tumeona kazi hapo imefanyika mzuri. Tunakusihi kabisa kwa heshima, and we want to thank our president for elevating this institution to be a national polytechnic. Tunashukuru sana. And Your Excellency Mudavadi, siku ile wewe ni mtu wa hardware. Earthquake ile ulifanya siku ile. Fanya earthquake, hiyo buildings yote ikamilike, hao watu wafaitike. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you so much.
Makofi kwa majority leader. Thank you so much. Watu wa Mosop, mnajua ya kwamba your constituency is running very well. I know your leader is indisposed, but he's very fine. I was in the US, you must have seen photographs. Na anafanya vizuri sana. Lakini every other time za zile kazi inaendelea, tuko na Bwana Nimrod Malel kutoka ofisi yake. Nataka yeye aongee ili awaeleze mambo ambayo yanaendelea katika ofisi ya member of parliament Mosop. Karibu Nimrod Malel.
Our chief guest, His Excellency Dr. Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Principal Secretary, TVET, Your Excellency Sir, the Governor of Nandi, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nandi, members of Parliament present, the Governing Council of this institution, led by the Chairman, the Principal, the teachers, students, na wananchi wote. Nawasalimu kwa jina la Yesu. Mjamboni. Thank you. Your Excellency Sir, it's a great honor today to have our first ever graduation to Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And it's an honor to have you today to grace this event. It's unfortunate, sir, our member of parliament is not around, but I know wherever he is, he's the happiest man. He has really longed to see this, but because we are here to represent him, we have to thank you on his behalf, and thank everybody who has worked this journey to ensure that Kaiboi is a national school. Your Excellency, allow me to thank the school for what it's doing in mothers' education. Kaiboi National School is a backbone of in Mosop. We have invested a lot of resources in this school, and we endeavor to do so even more. As we speak, Your Excellency, we have a number of graduates here who are beneficiaries of CDF bursaries and scholarships, and we endeavor to continue the same. We have a program we have discussed with the school principal, Your Excellency, and in this coming May, we are going to enroll more than 200 students, having been sponsored by the Mosop CDF bursary kit. I want to thank the leaders from around, led by the governor and area members of parliament from Nandi, for the support they've given us and this institution. This school has grown the economy of Kaiboi Center by far, and it is the reason why we got a modern market from the national government. The school has grown the businesses around, and it's one of the most important schools we have in Mosop, and we are happy to be part of this school. Your Excellency, I want to make some few requests on behalf of Mheshimiwa Kilwa. Number one, Your Excellency, is a request that we have made to the Ministry of Roads to ensure that we tarmac the road from Chepkober to Kaiboi Center, around 17 kilometers, Your Excellency. And we are grateful for the tarmac road we have gotten around 76 kilometers, that the contractor is already on site, beginning from Celia to Kaiboi, to Jepteroi, towards Kapkatembu, and all the way through Kamasai to Jimoi. We want to say thank you and pass our gratitude to His Excellency the President. It's a request you gave us when you visited Nandi, and for sure we have seen it come true. Your Excellency, I want also to request through your office, Your Excellency, we have made a request of connecting our people to power. As we speak, Your Excellency, in Masop, we have only 22% of our residents having electricity. The rest 78% hawana stima. Tunaomba sana, Your Excellency, tuweze kuwapea stima hao watu. It's the biggest thing they have been requesting. Kila kona tukienda Masop. Najua kuna hiyo program na naomba sana iweze kufanyika mwaka huu. Sitaki kusema mengi, Your Excellency. Yangu tena ilikuwa furaha siku ya leo, na kwa niaba ya Mheshimiwa Kirwa tunasema asante sana kwa kuja Masop, na karibu tena siku nyingine. Mwisho kabisa niruhusu niwape shukrani, congratulations kwa wale ambao wamegraduate siku ya leo, na naomba ya kwamba mnapotoka Kaiboi muendelee kuongeza masomo. Tunajua mambo ya kupata kazi Kenya hii imekuwa ngumu, lakini ninyi mko na bahati. Uko na serikali hapa leo. I want to request Your Excellency that through your office, if we can employ at least 50 of them. Sema tu neno moja na roho yetu itapona. Asante sana, Your Excellency.
Mpige makofi kijana Malela ambaye ni manager wa constituency manager. Our chief guest, we have former leaders of this county who are here. Let me recognize them. Mr. David Koech, who is currently the council member, University of Eldoret, is there. Asante sana mheshimiwa. Any other former? So asante kwa kufika hapa. Now I want to invite the member of Nandi Hills, Honorable Kitur, to also address the gathering. Karibu mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Julius Melly. The Prime Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, the PS, the Governor of Nandi, fellow colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. First of all, allow me on behalf of the people of Nandi Hills constituency and on my own behalf to congratulate the graduates, the first graduates of Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Congratulations, great young people. Secondly, is to also congratulate the staff, principal and the staff, as well as the parents who've done great work to have been able to bring the best of the class that is now graduating today. Our chief guest today, I will be very brief because of the interest of time. I want to mention that I've seen you a couple of times, Prime Cabinet Secretary, visit Masop constituency a couple of times. Indeed, you've been a great friend, and you're finding time in your extremely busy schedule to be here is something we take with great pride as leaders of Nandi. Secondly, is to also let all of us that are here to know that when we came into leadership, we chose that we will walk and speak one voice as the leaders of Nandi. At no point will you hear us, or if one of us is down, we'll always work together. There will be no void in any manner or form in the leadership of this great county. Therefore, we have come in solidarity to support the Member of Parliament, whom we hope will be coming very soon, on this very important occasion, which we knew he worked very hard to have been able to have this institution be made a national polytechnic. Indeed, at that point, we had two institutions, Prime Cabinet Secretary. We had one called Lesos TVET at that point, and this the Kaiboi. But there is a way the Member of Parliament of this place worked his way despite the fact that the other institution is a bit bigger, he was able to get this be a national polytechnic. That tells you how passionate the Member of Parliament supports this institution indeed. Prime Cabinet Secretary, for those that are watching across the globe and across this nation and every part of this country indeed, Kaiboi National Polytechnic is a polytechnic to take your child or any young person out there need to come and survive this institution because it's one of the best in the most secure place, fantastic climate. The teaching fraternity is very welcoming, and therefore I want to again call upon all of us that are watching across the country to please consider having your children or yourselves to come and study in this great institution. I would like Prime Cabinet Secretary to request you that now many of these young people are going out there. Most of them are technical students. It is my wish that most of those programs we've seen the government of Kenya Kwanza are trying to open out there. We've seen, events where the minister in charge of labor has been doing some clinics of how to export young people to go abroad. We want to see that to be extremely fair. And you see the number of times this will be done also not only in Nandi, but also in Kaiboi. And we want to see the results of this, of the young people being taken from here to go abroad and work. Second last, Prime Cabinet Secretary, when I engaged the principal a bit earlier and the chairman, he told me there are a couple of industries or manufacturing firms around here who want to partner, or they've reached out to partner with them so that most of these young ones, when they are studying, they have an opportunity to be able to intern or to go there and do the practicals. Or even during the training, they are trained on what should be found in the industry. Or ultimately, of course, they make it a chance to be employed. I think, Prime Cabinet Secretary, we need to expand this and be made that all industries, we get something like a mark of quality of sort for those that embrace young people or work with colleges to be able to absorb most of this for the training in their factories so that they get the practical training hands-on. And I think this is something that could be quite interesting going forward. Finally, Prime Cabinet Secretary, I want to thank the government of Kenya Kwanza. Recently, we had a challenge where our government subsidized fertilizers. And when that happened, we saw a great result where every sector of agriculture were able to have enough food being grown, and we were able even we had enough of them. But we had a challenge recently when one of the institutions that we all depend here, that is Kenya Seed, faced a challenge in terms of their costings, and they were able to increase the price. This came to our discussion and we shared with the leadership of Kenya Kwanza. I want to thank you that was nullified, and now farmers can buy the maize seed in the price that was before. And with that, we want also this subsidy then to be done for the maize seed as well, so that ikuja kula bunge isikuwe fertilizer peke yake. Wacha pia tupate subsidy kwa mahindi. Ama mnasema namna gani? On the seeds, ndio? Ya kila kitu, kwa sababu sasa tunaenda msimu wa kuweza kupanda. Finally, the Nandi nation has had a great challenge in the past on the issue of the road networks. Tunataka kushukuru sana kwa sababu mwaka huu rais amesema kwamba atashughulikia mambo ya mabarabara. We are very keen as leaders of this place to work together with the government. Na pia tukubali, wakati tunaitisha hii tengenezwe, lazima pia kuna mahali serikali lazima itapata pesa. Na hiyo haina option, inakuanga kutax ama namna gani. But I think let's see how best we can do, because for sure in Nandi we are in dire need of proper expansive roads for us to be able to take our produce to the fields. Prime Cabinet Secretary, umetembea hapa mara mingi, mimi nataka nikuombe kitu kimoja. Please, as much as you have all the other institutions of this country, kwa sababu wewe umependa Mosob mara mingi ukikuja hapa, I would want to tell you, also adopt this institution so that anytime they have an issue, apart from Piasa anaweza tusaidia hapo, hata wewe you take it as personal. Asanteni sana and all the very best graduates. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
Tushangilie Mheshimiwa Kituru. Asante sana. Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Principal Secretary, and all protocol observed. I just want to have a very short speech. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Prime Cabinet Secretary. You are one of the top leaders in this republic that are never controversial. In what sense? That you are development-oriented, you actually take your issues very seriously, and we as a people of this county have been watching you very closely. And we are saying we are actually behind you in each and every activity you do as a leader. We've seen how you have been carrying out presidential duties and your duties as a foreign affairs minister. We as a leadership of this region, led by our governor and the Rift Valley leaders, we are saying we want to wish you well as we move ahead. You are a friend to this county. You've come here not once, severally. And we as a leadership, we are saying, tunamkaribisha au namna gani? Tunamkaribisha Prime Cabinet Secretary. Wapi makofi ya Prime Cabinet Secretary? Wapi nduru ya Prime Cabinet Secretary? Bas, ya pili, I want to congratulate the graduates. As a chair of education and as a member of parliament in Red, I want to tell you, you've done the best for yourself. It took you long hours of studies. It took your parents time to pay. It took the lecturers or the trainers time to make sure that you have earned the skill. I want to tell you, graduates, you are the best graduates we have ever seen around here. Why am I saying so? You are leaving this place now a skilled person. You are an electrical engineer, you are an agricultural engineer, you are a mechanical engineer, and you are worth to actually be a member of what is going to take this country ahead. I'm just asking you, leave this place and do not ask even for employment. Ask how you can create it yourself. Along in our Kenyan society today, we have a number of you who are doing very well, not in the formal employment, but in your own way, you create and make others and this country have a living. I want to ask, there is a linkage between industry and employment and training. And I think Madam Principal Secretary knows that. As much as we have several CDA projects going on in this sub-county, and even the whole of Nandi County, Governor Sang has a lot of projects going on. We have a training institute at Cheptarit. We have the milk processing plant. Don't ask yourself, what are you going to do so that you earn a living out of the linkages between yourself as a skilled worker and those particular institutes. I want to ask you, as you move out of this institution, if you are disciplined, you are organized, and you can go anywhere in this world to work. The other day, your principal had invited me to Kazi, what do you call it? Kazi Maju, is it? Kazi Maju. Foreign work. If you go to Qatar, if you go to Germany, if you go to any part of this world, you will fit in there. And I want to tell you, don't look at Kaiboi, Nandi, and Kenya. Look at the world. What can you be able to do in Germany? What can you be able to do in Korea? What can you be able to do in Dubai and other parts of the world? We as a people, we are going to support you with very good legislation, especially on how you can move out, you can use your skills very well, and you can develop this country. I want to say that as a Department of Education, as a chair, we've made a number of laws that are assisting you as a students, are assisting the Kenyans, and making sure that TVET should be the largest department in education. Because this is the place where we have the largest and the strongest human force in this country. And you'll be able to produce and give this country a lot of money as a people. Lastly, as I told you earlier on, I went to the United States a few weeks ago. And I met your member of parliament. He's very robust. He's gained health. He's doing very well. Most of you must have seen the photos in the social media. I did that because I want to tell you that he's doing well. He's recuperating very well. And most of the projects that are here today, we stand here today because of the work of Honorable Kirwa. He fought for this institution to be a national polytechnic. Can you give him applause, please? The member of the constituency manager has just indicated the number of road projects, the number of CDF projects going on. That means you have no vacuum in this constituency. you have no problem at all. He every other time consults with his constituency office. And as a leadership of the county led by the governor and ourselves, we'll step in any other time that he requires us to. Like this graduation ceremony. That's why we are all here together. And I want to thank Governor because when we said we are looking for the chief guest, you did very well and you met the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and now we are here today courtesy of your Member of Parliament because he is following us even now, wherever he is in Dallas, and he's actually saying, congrats na pongezi watu wa Mosop kwa kumwombea na mnaendelea kumshikilia akiwa kule nje. Au namna gani? Ya mwisho nataka niseme, we have a number of projects that are going on, like the road. Barabara hii yetu ya kuanzia kule Tinderet mpaka Celia na hizi zote ambaye tumesema inafanywa na contractor moja. We had some technical issues on funding Prime Cabinet Secretary, which I think you in the government have sorted it out, and we want to see it started. And we want to ask you, we want these roads to get finished because we have the funding already from the donors. Tunataka tumalize hizi barabara, tuanze hizi zingine na hizo mambo ya sitima iwe things of the past. Lastly, ni project ya ICT yenye iko hapa. I know the supplementary budget is around the corner, and I want to ask Principal Secretary, let us finish that ICT so that next time when we are coming here, we are inspecting a different project. Au namna gani? And you being the AIE holder, and you know we make budget in the National Assembly, just propose, we give resources, I think they are about 50%, about 50 million shillings, tumalize hiyo ICT, wanafunzi waingie, alafu tupate pesa mfukoni. Au namna gani? Tuko sawa? Kwa hayo na mengi, asanteni sana Kaiboi, and I want to say, nataka tu niwaeleze kama kiongozi wenu, to support serikali yetu kwa sababu programs ambaye tuko naye, kama hiyo ya mbolea na mbegu. Mheshimiwa Kitura mawaeleza, we had the prices going up, and we had a meeting where Mheshimiwa Kituru was seated, na mimi kama representative ya Nandi County, na tulisema bei kuje chini, let us also as a government, because we have been giving out subsidized fertilizer, let us subsidize the seeds so that we have large production of maize. Tutumie mashamba yetu ili tuwe na mahindi ya kutosha, ili tuwe na pesa ya kugharamia watoto wetu katika mambo ya fees, ili tupate pesa na tuingie mambo ya SHA na tuweze kujimudu kwa mambo ya afya katika taifa letu. Kwa hayo nasema asanteni sana. Nataka nimchukue muda huu sasa nimuite Mama County, Mheshimiwa Cynthia Muge, ili aendeshe program kuanzia hapo. Mpigie makofi akikuja. Asante sana.
Thank you, Chairman. Chief Guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Your Excellency Governor Nandi County, the leaders present, the graduates 2025 class, good afternoon. Today we meet here at the Kaiboi National Polytechnic, first to congratulate the graduating class of 2025 to say hongera for your graduation. We are proudly associated with National Polytechnic of Kaiboi, this being the first institution to attain the national status in Nandi County. We are proudly associated. The elevation comes with responsibility. The responsibility that comes with the elevation is on commitment to excellence, to make sure that the institution is able to produce ethical and properly skilled graduates like the class of 2025 that we are celebrating today. Again, the graduating class or the graduates of this year are going to be a proper trademark for Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And I ask the graduating class of 2025 that you be the proper ambassadors that this institution needs out there. How do you become the proper ambassadors of this institution? By making sure that the output, everything that you touch when you go out there, turns to gold, so that we can be associated with this alma mater. That every time someone wants to look for a plumber, they will ask if they first graduated from Kaiboi National Polytechnic. If they want an electrician, they will ask for a referral that left Kaiboi National Polytechnic. I ask the class of 2025 to be good ambassadors to Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Graduates, have a skill at the Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Every student that want to foster their other extracurricular activities, the sportsmen of this world, we are able as a National Polytechnic to offer that training here. And lastly, I want to ask that we aim for excellence, that everything that you do outside there is the best that you can ever do. I want to ask you to also be innovative. I want to ask you to be collaborative, that before you leave here today, if you are a group that did plumbing, put yourself together, and that is where I come in. If you put yourself together in a group, we have a fund in GAF, National Government Affirmative Action Fund, that is called Value Addition, that you can walk into my office and say, hey, we graduated from Kaiboi National Polytechnic and we are plumbers and we do not have the requisite equipment that we need. And I can tell you this, you will walk out of that office with $1 million bob that is not to be refunded, that you're going to use it in your daily endeavors. So I wish you the very best. This is where you rubber meets the road. This is where you start asking yourself, what can I do for this country? You no longer have the opportunity to ask, what can this country do for me? It is, what can I do for this country? And when you're doing that for this country, you also get something for yourself, because this is where we are going. And I want to borrow from the chair of the council. He says that if you knock on the, what do? You build your own, and you can comfortably open that door. Let us go out there, let us build those doors so that we can have them open for other people. I have 3 asks, Madam PS, and I am happy that you're here today. One thing, the first thing that I want to ask is, we are talking about exporting labor. Labor exportation has its challenges and its privileges as well. As a training institution that we want to leverage on labor export, I want to ask you and the ministry to be able to sit down and incorporate languages to be learned in the TVETs. Make sure that there is a common course for German language, for example, for a Chinese language, for example, so that when you graduate from here, you are up for grabs in the national market where we want to export the labor to a greater extent. That is a challenge to the ministry. Number 2, this is a technologically advancing country. The training equipments that we have in our institution, most of them are outdated. They belong to the past. We want to ask the ministry to move with speed to make sure that we conform to the advancement of this life and this country and the world altogether, so that we can be able to upgrade and update the equipments that we use in our training here. Lastly, we are asking for retooling of the TVET trainers. They were trained 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Things have changed. The market has changed. We are asking for retooling of those instructors so that they can be able to work in tandem with the current situation and the current country. So we wish you the very best, the graduating class of 2025, and I take this opportunity to appreciate the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs for making time to be here today. Your Excellency, sir, you are a statesman. We were speaking with my colleagues, the honorable members of the National Assembly. There was a time, there was a lot of turbulence in this country, and we all met as a leadership, and you were present, and we all fought, and we all said all manner of things that we wanted to say. And when you spoke, when you stood to speak, you brought a different feeling in the room, and you said, okay, it's fine, it has happened, so what do we do next? I want to appreciate your statesmanship. I want to appreciate how you also carry yourself. You know, this morning when the Prime Cabinet be felt in your community and in the society at large. Congratulations. It is my humble assignment today to invite Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor for Nandi, to be able to address us and take the program from there. Karibu, Your Excellency.
Makofi kwa Mama County. Asanteni sana. Our chief guest, sir, Daktari Wycliffe Musalia. All protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Wana Kaiboi hoye. Are we happy? This is the day that the Lord has made, and we are here to celebrate with you the Lord's doing, your work, and that of your lecturers and trainers. We're here to celebrate with you, and before I make my remarks, allow me, guest of honor, sir, to recognize representatives from industry who are here. I'm informed that we have a few partners and members from industry. If you can be upstanding, kindly. Maybe they are elsewhere. The banks who bank with us. There? They are at the back. Thank you very much for making time to be part of this auspicious occasion. Guest of honor, sir, I am excited to be standing in this congregation today as we look back 63 years down the line since this institution was established. I am honored to stand before you being a daughter of a carpenter. That carpenter studied in Kaiboi Technical then. And when I look back, I see a man who picked his skills and went home. He'd made things that would stand out. When we were going to primary school and we had to go with a desk, my father fashioned the desks that we used, and ours from our family would be unique compared to those from other households. I believe that we are in the right place, and the skills that are being imparted here are going to transform the young people that pass through Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Makofi kwenu. Another exciting thing, guest of honor, sir, this is where my parents met. And I believe these young people here have met their soulmates as they studied here. How I pray that you will cherish that relationship that you have established by not only being students, but you have loved each other. Right? Congratulations, class of 2025. Guest of honor, allow me to request everyone who can hear my voice today that even as we support His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto, there are certain things that we need to give time. I know a bit of the challenges that we've experienced with SHA, we are trying to fix. For the people who are in Nandi, we are working tirelessly with His Excellency Governor Sang and the Department from Health and the National SHA Office to fix the gaps, the bottlenecks that exist in serving our people through SHA. Guest of honor, sir, allow me to also recognize the sponsor of this great institution, the Catholic Church of Eldoret. And we have here represented the Apostolic Vicar for the Nandi Pastoral Region, and we have a team of nuns who are looking very beautiful upande huu. We want to ask that the church, as you continue supporting this institution through prayer, through mentorship, especially for the young people, that you will consider providing, alongside what the institution here is giving, providing opportunities for spiritual growth for our young people, that they come out of this place here when they are all-rounded, that they have a skill, but they have a relationship with God. Kwa watu wa Masop, tunataka kuwashukuru sana kwa kuchukua fursa yenu ili mje tupokee wageni wetu. Mgeni wetu wa heshima Daktari Musalia Mudavadi, ambaye amependa mambo ya masomo na amekubali kuja awe ni kiongozi wa kwanza kushuhudia kufuzu kwa wanafunzi wa kwanza wa Kaiboi National Polytechnic. Asanteni sana, tunawatakia kila laheri wakati huu ambao tunajiandaa kwa nafasi ya upanzi. Tunashukuru kwamba serikali kuu imesikia sauti na kilio cha wakulima kutoka sehemu hii, na kwamba bei ya mahindi mbegu imeshuka na sote tuende shambani. Tunaona kila namna ya dalili ya kwamba mvua haiko mbali. Naomba kwamba tuchukue nafasi hiyo ili tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba tumeagiza mbegu kwa nafasi inayofaa. Mbolea tayari ilikuja mwezi wa 12, na tunataka kuomba kwamba kama wazalendo tushirikiane katika kukuza vyakula ili taifa letu liweze kuondoka katika aibu ya njaa. Guest of honor, sir, welcome again to Nandi County. We love you. We remember the last time you came and we had a Thanksgiving prayer in May 2022. And we made you kneel too much. But I'm sure that you enjoyed yourself as you came to celebrate with us. We'd love to hear from you today as you come to deliver the message from government. But allow me now to welcome the PS, Daktari Esther Moria, my big sister. Please welcome and address the congregation. Karibu sana.
The Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, my friend, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, kindly allow me to ride on the established protocol so that we save on time. Before Your Excellency, I go to my speech, I would like to comment on a few things that have come up. And I want to start maybe almost to the end. A women rep and languages in our institutions, all these principals sitting mostly here, if I ask them to be upstanding, the ones who are training foreign languages in their institutions, please stand up. Please be upstanding. And there's others on that side. This is going on in our institutions actively because we do realize that, Your Excellency, that we are not just training for the local market. Please be seated. And then there is the equipping and the retooling of trainers. The CEO, Kenya School of TVET, is here. Tarno, where are you? Here he is. And he knows the programs we are having almost continuously to retool our trainers. And their principals are here, madam. And I want to tell you that we are doing this because we are continuously recrafting our curricula now. We, as TVET, have refused to train in the traditional way. And right now, as we speak, Your Excellency, we are going into micro-credentials where, as in civil and building, we will train you in bricklaying to absoluteness and certify you. Then you can go to painting. Then you can go to God knows what. So that, Your Excellency, by the time you graduate with civil and building, you are actually crafted in each skill to absoluteness. For that to happen, Madam Mitai, we have to continuously recraft our trainers, and the school is here to bear me witness. The recruitment of those who are going out, my chairman of Education Committee, we did recruit from this institution up to about 100 were successful, and we are preparing them for exit. Actually, those who have issues with funding, we have brought in the youth fund for them to apply and be able to move out. That is not just in this institution, but across the country. Housing and hostels. We have a big problem of hostels in my institution, PCS, and what His Excellency the President has announced is that he is going to use the housing, affordable housing space to be able to provide hostels in our institutions. And the other day when we were in, as the President was in the coast, I had a conversation with the CS Lands, and we agreed that we are going to give her a priority list. That is the problem, because everybody is a priority. So again, that is well known that we need hostels, and affordable housing is tackling that. Recruitment and the trainers. Again, I agree, that is entirely my cup of tea, and I am working on it. Trainers are not enough, far from it, and me and the CS are discussing that. Your Excellency, I intend to be very brief, and I want to say that I want to commend all you graduates for your dedication and handwork. You have persevered through years of training, and as you leave this institution today, you are not just equipped for knowledge and skills, but rather you have been empowered with confidence. Please go and make those doors that you can open yourselves. Your Excellency, I have already told you as we sat there that we want to move our population in the TVET institutions from the current 550 to 2 million by the end of this year. Therefore, Your Excellency, we are partnering very closely with the political class, and I want to tell you, Your Excellency, where we are working closely with the political class, like here, we are doing very well, because it is the political class that is out there and they know where these young people are. The other space, Your Excellency, is Ngao. I requested my colleague Omolo to write a letter to the DCCs, and he did, and the request was that we work together with Ngao to ensure that these young people come to our institutions. Your Excellency, that is how our number first has grown from about 320 now to 550, and we are pushing the space. So again, it is my humble request to the political class and Ngao to continue working with us, because for us in the Ministry of Education and government as a whole, we are about 100% transition. So we do not want the 716,000 young people who got C to E last year to stay out there. They need to come to our institutions, and we will give you absolute knowledge. Your Excellency, I've been telling these young people, nobody is a failure until you decide to be a failure. We have space for you across the country. Please come. In fact, Your Excellency, the president has been asking me, why are you keeping these people in these institutions for a whole 2 years? Let them come for 3 months, 6 months, and we are able to give you a skill. And these principles of mine, Your Excellency, they know that. Let them come, we skill them for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. If you want to come back after the 3 months or the 6 months, our doors are open. But we want to give you a skill. The other day, Your Excellency, I went with one of my directors who is sitting right here to EBZ. And they told us they want young people who can do the apparels, and they want us to train them for 6 months. For 6 weeks, for 6 weeks. And they go into the world of work, and they go and work. And they are trained for 4 weeks. Then the other 2 weeks, they want to polish, if it is fixing the pocket or the collar or the whatever. And they need 10,000 young people every year. That is one industry. I know of 3 others that are coming up at EBZ, and they will need our young people. That is why, Your Excellency, we have agreed with my principals that we are about skilling our young people. Education and training. Mheshimiwa Meli, si umekubali hata wewe education and training imekuwa hapo muda mrefu. Sasa wacha tu skill watu. Si ndio? Na nikisupportiwa na huyu, hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza kuniuliza kama sasa. Sababu huyu ndiye anaweza kusema I'm not working. So the TVET institutions, Your Excellency, are about bridging the gap. And I need all of us to be actively aware that the cabinet passed the dual training policy the other day. And Your Excellency, what we are doing now is rolling out that dual training policy. And it is our determination at the department that these young people will be in the institutions 30 to 50% of the time. The rest, 50 to 70% of the time, they have to be in an industry. That way, then this industry, and let's not lie to ourselves, and my technical staff is here, that these industries are not available. They are. And Your Excellency, I have industrial liaison officers in our institutions. Every institution has an industry liaison officer. And I would like you, principals, to tell us, kama iko mtu ameenda kutafuta industries zimekosa. Simekosa? The industries are there, Your Excellency, in the various areas of training. And therefore, we want to make sure our young people are there 50 to 70% of the time, so that as they leave the institutions, they are well crafted and can move to the world of work. I don't want to read any speeches, but Your Excellency, let me also say that we in government, if we are going to industrialize this country, let me say what I have told anybody and everybody who cared to listen to me, that for us to be able to attract industries into this country, you know, the industries have the industry owners have the money, they have the machinery, they have the market. What they do not have is the man. And Your Excellency, that man, so I've been talking about 4 M's, the market, the machinery, the money, and the man. Your Excellency, it is my responsibility and the responsibility of these people sitting here to ensure that that man is crafted. And that man, Your Excellency, is the person we are saying that we are now breaking the curricula into skill sets, so that, because the industry now, I can tell you with confidence, is asking you, what can you do? Sio ile certificate utakupatia hapa at the diploma in I don't know what. You will go there and they ask you, what can you do? So Your Excellency, as a department, we want to make sure that our young people can actually do. And that is why we are going into micro-credentials, and Your Excellency, we will soon be bringing the micro-credentials policy to Cabinet to be able to accede to it. Today, as we celebrate these graduates, we are also celebrating the many milestones which include competency-based education and training, dual training, recognition of prior learning. I hope everybody here seated here now knows what recognition of prior learning is. Your Excellency, we passed the recognition of prior learning policy last year. And what we have done is that we have established a directorate of recognition of prior learning at Kabete National Polytechnic, so that all those who have skills and they are not certified can liaise with any. I've not said you can only go to Kabete, any institution, including this one. It will be purely the principal's responsibility to liaise with Kabete National Polytechnic and see how the assessment and the certification is going to be done here at Kaiboi National Polytechnic. And tomorrow, Your Excellency, I'll be in Kisii National Polytechnic with this Tarno here. Because at Kisii National Polytechnic, we are now retraining the assessors of RPL, and we are also coming up with the tools of recognition of prior learning, so that we know exactly what we are looking for before we certify you. So hapa watu wasianze kusema ati tunapeana certificate kiolera. Hakuna. Tomorrow I am going to oversee the training of the assessors and the tools that are going to be used to assess those who are out there, so that we certify them. Na wanaweza pia kwenda kazi majuu, wanaweza get government tenders because they now have the papers. So that, again, Your Excellency, is something we are doing very actively. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to commend Kaiboi National Polytechnic management for successfully organizing this graduation ceremony. There is evidence of prudent management and sound cooperation as an institution. Congratulations, and to you graduates, I wish to reiterate my pride in you, and this is honest. I am about students or young people who take their space so seriously that they learn to the end. And Your Excellency, I was at PC Kenyanjui the other day. We are again graduating quite a large number of students. And what I told the principal, and I'm now telling you, Tioni, make sure you have the booklet. Achana na Tioni, nataka asikie hii. I want you to have the booklet that has all the people who are graduating locked up somewhere. Make sure you know everybody who is graduating here, that they are properly crafted into that book, and you put it somewhere away, because you will have others coming, God knows from where. And they will come with a graduation booklet, and they will say, si unaona hii ni jina yangu, hiyo ni yao. Yako must be the one that you know who graduated, who went to class and actually graduated. Your Excellency, in my former life at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, we had so many people coming up with booklets and saying, mimi niligraduate, hata ona picha nilivaa garlands. Kwani hapa huyu wako na garlands? Hizo vitu ati niligraduate, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Msema kweli ni hiyo booklet. Na wengine hawako, kwa hiyo booklet itakuwa na Tioni. Alafu sasa, Your Excellency, from my former life, I am always getting boarded to go to court to actually testify that Kitul here was never in school. And I'm giving an example of Kitul because many of these people I'm talking about are his caliber. Ama caliber ya huyu jamani wangu anaitwa Meli na vile namuogopa kwa sababu. So please make sure we are doing the right thing and that you can be held accountable for what you have achieved, because you have actually